The following video is for mature adult audiences only. Thought tales. Okay, so I used to be a thought. Back in college, I was a huge thought. And what I've decided to do is share some of my thought tales. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. And let's do it. Okay, so I'm an 83 baby. So when I went to college right around the beginning phases of online dating. So my sophomore year in college, I had one of the apartment style dorms where I didn't have somebody sleeping in the room with me. So my internal thought dar just went off the charts. And I a lot of guys got to experience a night in Aaron. No, they didn't get to experience a night in Aaron, but they got to experience an intimate moment with Aaron. There were certain things that I never gave guys, but I did give a lot of guys a lot of hmm, intimate moments that perhaps should not have been shared with them. And this is one of them. Well, not exactly, actually. So this guy, okay, so somebody introduced me to Adam for Adam. And I was like, oh, this is cool, you know. And I had my little pictures up, but, you know, that was back in the day. Like I said, I'm an 83 baby, so we're talking early 2000s, back before, like, video phones were, like, good. So all of the photos were sort of basically just for kicks photos and all grainy and all of that stuff, unless you took professional photos and blah, 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 blah. So one day I went ahead and took professional photos and got them in novelty cameras. That's what I meant to say. But one day I got professional photos, got them, and they came out really nicely. I really liked them. I felt as though they looked like me, but let's get right into the tale. So I think that the woman who shot the photo, maybe she went on to be one of the cinematographers for Tierra Marie, because on the photo, it made me look lighter than I actually am. And I never try to do that. I just thought that the photos looked nice. So I didn't think of myself as putting forth a false image. But I will tell you this, when I loaded those photos to my A4A, I have never, and still to this day have never, I don't even use A4A like that now. But I can't even tell. Anyway, I had never, and still to this day have never on any social media gotten as much response play as I did when I had those photos as my profile photos. And one of the guys that hit me up, one of the many guys, like like normally I get like what, a message or two. Like when I had those photos up, I was like every 10 minutes, like getting 10 messages or so from dudes who were like, dude, you know, I mean, you know, I'm trying, you know, and I was just like, okay, look, I'm a thought, but I can't be a thought for everybody. Okay, hold on, you know. But it was just those photos. But anyway, so this particular guy, I kind of really liked or whatever, and we arranged to meet, and I was like, okay, I really want this to go really, really well. So not only am I going to put my best foot forward, which back in those days wasn't even a haircut, because I did not get my haircut back then. That's funny. I used to hate anyway, that's a tangent. But what I did try to do at least was, oh, and also I'll say this, back in college, I while most people deal with acne in high school through to college and get rid of it by college so they can sprout out of their, you know, cocoon. I was one of the fortunate people who had acne not only all the way through high school, but all the way through college, just about up until graduation when I discovered Proactive. But before then, I had that. But I think also part of the thing was the fact that those photos of me were like so bright. It sort of kind of hid that, even though I was really trying to hide it. But it just these are just things that I didn't really even think about back then. But it is what it is. So anyway, It's not like I was trying to I ain't trying to catfish nobody. It just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? But so I really liked this guy. Liked we seemed to get along well as I would try to get along with anybody back then. I didn't really know what to look for, and we arranged to meet. So, like I said, I wanted this to go well. I wanted it to go wonderfully. So, I wanted to make sure that he knew that I'm who I am and that I'm not trying to catfish nobody. So, not only did I bathe, no, I'm kidding. I wore the exact. I'll cut that in post. I'm kidding. But I wore the exact same outfit that I wore in the photos because that was my way of trying to prove like this is definitely me. You know, I definitely look this good. I mean, I might not, but anyway. So I did all of that, wore the exact same outfit that I wore in the photos. We met and this is what he gave me. He gave me the whole, oh, hmm, okay, well, I have things to do today and like I have to go grocery shopping or whatever. So if you want to come along, you can, it is what it is. And me being naive and stupid, I didn't realize that that was the sign of him being like, I'm not interested in you. So I was like, okay, I didn't think we were going to go grocery shopping, but why not? It sounds fun. Cool, I'm down. And he's like, okay, cool, let's go. So here I am, naive, stupid me, trailing him around in the grocery store and talking with him about stuff. And I showed the photos. I'm like, see, these photos are totally me, right? Like, see, yeah, it's me. And he was like, your photo looks nothing like you at all. Thank you. And I like just like that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, being insecure, that mattered to me. So I was like, oh, well, am I at least decent? He was like, mm-hmm, yeah. So, still not getting it because back then I was young and naive. I think I was like 19. I still was like sticking with him, like, well, maybe there's a chance that he does like me. He just doesn't know how to put it into words, right? Mm-mm. So we hung out. We did his grocery shopping. We went to his house and he we hung out in his house. We did like some stupid stuff. He was like sometimes in the other room or some crap. He was an asshole. But he just didn't he wasn't feeling me like that and he was an asshole about it. And eventually he was just like, well, I'm getting sleepy, So I'm gonna go upstairs. Do you want to come upstairs and suck my dick or do you want me to take you to the bus? And I was like, wait, what? Like, is it gonna be like that? Like, really? So this time I was a thought for going out with him, but I wasn't a thought in the bedroom because I told him I was like, you know what? You can take me back to that damn metro station. I don't care at all. But that is that. Well, I did tell him he could take me back to the metro station. I was like, you know what? I'm going to at least leave here with an ounce of my pride. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And he took me back to the metro station, and that was the end of that. But and I think shortly after that, I took those photos down. But one thing that's cute is I got to see him on the street later on, and I realized this about myself. If I don't like your personality, I'm not going to be attracted to you. So while initially I was attracted to him, after I realized in retrospect and after a time of naive, not realizing, well, maybe he'll call. Um, I realized that he was a jerk. So I then also, when I saw him on the street, like he looked a mess. And he tried to sort of look at me almost like he wanted to say something. But I was like, huh, huh, you know, hair flips and all of that good stuff. But anyway, so I did leave there with my pride, a little bit of it. But that was funny. That was one of the strangest. Like he was just like, well, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go upstairs. Do you want to come upstairs and suck my dick, or do you just want to go back to the bus? I was just like, what? And I think that was the start of me actually holding some self-respect because I told him no. I said no. But I have been a thought on many occasions, and I was a thought for hanging out with him, but I wasn't a thought in the bedroom. Anyway, so I don't know. I guess I'm gonna share some thought files. Thought tales, dooby dooby, thought tales, dooby. Anyway, talk to y'all later, social media world. Yeah, so I've gone on plenty of dates. I've been a thought for many people, so I have virtually unlimited thought content to share, and I intend to share that. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Be blessed.